A desperate plea today from Savannah Guthrie, and also new questions on whether or not the suspect cased her mother Nancy's home before the night she was taken. The Today Show anchor offering up a family reward now of $1 million. So our senior national correspondent Brian Entin live once again outside of Nancy's home. But today we do have some new information, Brian, at least to talk about.
Yeah, this is big, the $1 million reward offered by Savannah Guthrie. We've actually learned, Connell, that this is something that she wanted to do initially. She wanted to, really, right when this whole thing started, put up a reward like this, but was apparently told by law enforcement not to do it because they were concerned that their tip lines would be flooded. But now that we're on day 23 and there's been no real progress, at least from what we can see in terms of arrests, she has now gone forward and offered this $1 million reward. Another big development, which is not a good development, is we're learning a little more about the DNA challenges. The sheriff has called them challenges. We've learned that the DNA that was found inside Nancy's home was only a partial sample. That's what they're calling it, according to our sources. And they're saying that it is not viable to be entered into the CODIS database. CODIS, of course, is the federal database full of criminals where they could have cross-referenced it. Apparently, the DNA is not even viable enough to be put into the database, which, again, is just really, really not good news, Connell.
No, it's not. Let's talk about that and the $1 million and other developments with Tracy Walder, NewsNation contributor who joins Brian and myself right now. So, Tracy, let me play first. Actually, we showed the video of it in the background where Brian was talking what Savannah said on social media about this reward. Here she is from earlier.
We are offering a family reward of up to $1 million for any information that leads us to her recovery. We also know that we are not alone in our loss. We know there are millions of families that have suffered with this kind of uncertainty. And for that reason today, we also are donating $500,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
So, Tracy, one of the things Brian just told us is that, Savannah wanted to do this earlier. Instead, it happens today. Your thoughts on timing?
Well, I'm not surprised, Connell, that she wanted to do that initially. I think anyone would want to in her situation. What I think happened, and it goes back to really the ransoms that, they had early on, especially sort of the first, I guess, 3, if you will, with the Bitcoin accounts. I do think the FBI was taking them seriously before they could obviously discredit them, which it seems like they have now. And so that took about 10 days to do. And they were probably wanting her to hold off on a significant reward until they could flesh those out and perhaps get any leads from those. So that's probably why this came a bit later, is because they had to go through all of that first.
The other thing, Brian, I wanted to touch on with you, in addition to the DNA, which you already mentioned, is the potential for this guy to have been there earlier, cased in the house. So if you look at the telestrator that I have now, these 3 photos from the surveillance video, we're familiar with the 2 on the right with the gun in the holster, but then there have been the questions raised about the one over here on the left, right, with the guy that doesn't look like he's got a backpack, no gun. And what are we learning about this? What's the sheriff saying about this?
Yeah, we had questions about it really from the beginning, because why would he be wearing the backpack in one on the right side of your screen and then no backpack on the left? And it turns out, according to our sources, the reason is because the pictures are from different days, which is really, really significant, Connell, because that means, and the one on the left, I am told, is from a previous day, which means that this suspect could have been casing the house. That there was really some planning that went into this. Now, the sheriff has pushed back on this and said it's just speculation that the photos are from different days, but we stand by our reporting, and we are told that they are definitely from different days. And what's interesting too is that, you might remember this, the FBI agents were specifically asking neighbors if they had video from February 11th. Kept zeroing in, I'm sorry, from January 11th, kept zeroing in on that day, which was weeks before Nancy Guthrie went missing. So perhaps that's the day, that this other photo came from.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.